Okay, so we are solving linear equations in one variable. So we have some steps over here. You need to eliminate your parentheses by distributing. Remember, distribute means multiply. You're going to combine like terms. You're going to add or subtract to get variables on one side of the equal sign and constants on the other. Remember, constants are numbers that do not have variables attached to them. And you do the opposite anytime you move across that equal sign. And the last step, you're going to multiply or divide to get your variable completely alone. So you multiply or divide by whatever's in front of that variable, and you remember to do the opposite anytime you move across the equal sign. Okay, so this one, first step says to eliminate parentheses. We don't have any parentheses. It says to combine like terms, and when you're combining like terms, you're checking each side of the equal sign separately. This is where a lot of people get confused. We don't have like terms over here, and we don't have like terms over here, so we move on to the next step. Add or subtract to get variables on one side of the equal sign and constants on the other. Well, I have a constant over here, so I want my constants on this side and I want my variables on this side. It doesn't matter which side you choose, but this problem is just easier for our constants to be over here and our variables to be over here. So plus 7, so if I'm moving across that equal sign, I'm gonna subtract 7. Now I have 2x equals 12. Okay, and the next thing I need to divide by 2. So I get that x is 6. Okay, number 2 again, I'm checking this side for like terms, opposite of this side, or different than this side, separately than this side. So I don't have any like terms over here. I don't have any like terms over here. So I'm going to move on to add or subtract. It's a plus 1. So to get rid of that plus 1, I need to subtract it from both sides. Remember, you got to do the same thing to both sides. So I have 2x equals negative 10. Negative 9 minus 1 is negative 10. Then I'm going to divide by 2. And I get that x equals negative 5. And you can substitute that in to check it. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Negative 10 plus 1 is negative 9. Okay, number 3. So I have this problem. First step, eliminate parentheses and distribute. Okay, so I have lots of parentheses here, so I'm going to distribute this 4. Distribute means I'm multiplying by 4. That's going to give me 4x minus 12 plus 12 equals 15. The negative 5 is what I'm distributing. So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times positive 6 is negative 30. Okay, then I'm going to combine like terms, and remember I check each side of the equal sign separately. I can only combine like terms with what's in the box. So my like terms, I don't have any other variable terms over here, so I'm just going to bring down that 4x. Then I have negative 12 plus 12. That's going to give me 0. So if I want to write the plus 0, I can, but it's just a placeholder. Over here, I have 15 minus 30 as a like term. That's negative 15. Bring down my minus 5x because there's no like terms with that 5x. Okay, so then I'm going to get constants on one side, variables on the other. It doesn't matter which way you do that. So I'm going to say variables over here, constants over here. Remember, my constants are numbers that do not have variables on them. Okay, so variables on this side, so I'm going to add 5x, my variable term, to my variable term. 4x plus 5x is 9x. That 0 is just a placeholder, so I can make it go away and put equals negative 15. Okay, so then I'm going to finish solving. I'm going to divide by 9. When I do that, I can simplify. So x equals, I can divide both by 3. So negative 5/3. Okay, number 4. I've got parentheses again, so I need to distribute that. So negative 6x, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. So now I'm going to check for like terms. Negative 6x plus x are my like terms on this side. So it's negative 5x plus 2 equals 14 minus x. Pick a side for my variables, pick a side for my constants, and by the side I mean on the sides of the equal sign. See, the equal sign makes 2 different sides of this equation. Okay, so if I want my variables over here, this one has to come over here, so I'm going to add x. Negative 5x plus x is negative 4x. Constants on this side, so I'll subtract 2. Now I have negative 4x equals 12. I'm going to divide by negative 4. So x equals negative 3.